guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, August 12th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 33 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 76 degrees with a high of 81 and a low of 58. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And of course, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Guys, this live broadcast is your emotional refuge where we are united through coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who will see this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my YouTube peeps, my Facebook peeps, who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right, let's see who's popped in. Linda, oh, number one. Linda and the three amigos, Uno, Dos, Tres. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. Maggie, hello. Mamie. Hi, Mamie. M&M are here. Hi, Dorothy. Woohoo! Welcome back, Dorothy. And there's Lori. Hi, Lori. Excuse me, I need to use a tissue already. All right. So the projects that I'm working on. Hi, Lori. This is our buddy color, Eggshell Cuties Jubilee. Hello, Kitty. Hi, Amy. Eggshell Cuties Jubilee. And I'm showing you how to take a picture and make it into a stained glass piece. I hope you're enjoying the project. All right. And then my second piece is out of Mon Carnot des Notes et Couleurs, my coloring book. It's actually a little journal that has pictures in it. We've done one picture here with our birds and our feathers. They're just quick little projects. And then the second picture that I'm doing is our dancing fairy. And I wanted to show you, I'm using sequins here on the dress. Check it out. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you were watching Diamond Painting Live. Belle, Scott, and Ron said to tell you hello. Well, hello right back. Thank you, Mamie. Oh. Thank you, Linda. So this is how the dress is turning out. The skirt. And I think it's coming out pretty well. Notice how I've made the red come all the way down here on a curve. Now, obviously, I've been doing this off camera. I'll continue with the other portion on the top. I'll finish this. And I think we'll be in really good shape. Okay. So let's get back to our original project here. So guys, how's your day been going? Win, lose, or draw? Thank you, Kitty. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Linda, about the dress. I thought you guys would warm up to it after I started doing it. All right. I'm going to say draw for me. Mamie, draw. Dorothy, draw. Lori, draw. Maggie, draw. Linda, draw. Okay. Good. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button for me, please. Amy, draw. Kitty, be right back. All right. So let me work on the bamboo. Now I'm just doing little swirls with the pencil. And then with my Payne's Gray, we'll go ahead and shade that. Now, notice how these little swirls really show those inclusions. And that's the whole idea. Now, I'm basically going to leave the bamboo the same shade of green because, can somebody tell me why I'm doing that? Because. All right, check out how I'm making my little circles. Why am I leaving the bamboo? Who else just popped in? Emily, hello. And the answer is because we have so much going on with this piece that I don't want to introduce too many variances of color. So notice how I'm coming in with the green, and then let's get a little closer here. And then adding the inclusions in the glass with my Payne's Gray. Dorothy, how's Randy doing? Emily, your day was a win. Went and saw your brother-in-law Jason with his baby in-laws and Derek's grandma. Obviously Derek came too. We had pizza, cake, and ice cream. Oh, that's great. He fell the other day, but he's doing well now. Oh. Hopefully no, what, broken bones or sprains? Dorothy, was it the type of fall that he really didn't require any medical? Okay, other side. do our little circles here. Look how cool that bamboo looks. Oh, you've had another great grandson. What's his name? August 1st. Oh, he was taking his daily walk when he fell on an uneven sidewalk. Gotcha. The baby's name is Ezra David Turnblad. Oh, congratulations. Hello, kitty. Well, I'm so glad it wasn't anything serious. Tell him you think that he was looking at a pretty young thing and he wasn't watching where he was going. Okay, check out the Payne's Gray for the shading. Dorothy, how many great-grandsons or grandchildren do you have now? Dorothy, tell him that's what I said, that he was looking where he shouldn't have been. Some young thing running by. Dorothy's got to do a mental count now that I've asked her that question. 8 great grandkids. Oh, great grandkids, yeah. So you have grandkids and great grandkids, or do you just mean that they're just great, as in great kids? Oh man, this is looking really cool. Let me pull out. Any questions so far? "13 grandkids and 8 great grandkids." Wow. And remind everybody what year you were born in. Linda, you've got grandkids, of course. Do you have any great grandkids? Oh, Dorothy, what year were you born in? Well, welcome, George. George, I have 115 coloring books. Yeah, 1937. No great grandkids. 3 grandkids. Oh, they don't want children. Okay. George, welcome to my broadcast. 6 kids. 1 died of cancer. Gotcha. Sorry for your loss, Dorothy. Okay. Now, George, are you asking about this book? All right, let's go ahead and get these lanterns down, and then I'm going to pop up to the sky just for a little variety in doing this. George, just to let you know, this particular book called Eggshell Cuties didn't have the lines on it. We added that. That's what this coloring lesson is all about. George, are you still here? Okay, let's go up to the one at the top. I think I'm going to sneeze again. Now, I'm going to put a little glow in there. And then I'm going to work the rest of it in a red. And we're back to doing our little circles. Mamie, will you go ahead and put the link up for this book? Now, I'm going to go over that yellow a little bit with this red. We just want a continuity here. Because if you think about it, the lantern is going to be red with that yellow glow. Thank you, Mamie. And then notice how I'm bringing up the imperfections in the lamp And notice how I'm bringing this together between the two panels. Now I've lost my swirls a little bit because it's a relatively small space. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my eraser and add that back in. And if that doesn't come out dark enough, we'll go ahead and use a white pencil. All right, let me grab some water here. And then I'm going to use my extra fine Sharpie marker and we'll go ahead and mark out the top and the bottom. And then we'll add a circle here. Some red. And a little bit of Payne's Gray. For detail. Okay. And then I'm going to use a light gold pencil just to color in that bottom part. Now some areas, if they're teeny tiny small or pretty small, we just color that in. Perfectly okay to do that. All right, who's coloring this with me tonight? Let me go back to my second lantern that I did last night. add a little bit of that scribble at the top. And if you aren't coloring this with me, what are you coloring? Okay, let's get this little tail here. Maggie's doing a monkey and a kitten. Dorothy's just watching. Amy, Kirby Mythic World. All right, adding the gold here on top of the Sharpie. Okay, next lantern. Lori, you're in a Rita Berman book. Okay, yellow glow. And then I'm going to find a different red, just for the sake of variety. And we're going to go ahead and create some more stained glass. Little circles. Keep your point sharp. Mamie, are you coloring tonight? Now, I know it looks weird when you put in these little circles to start out. Maybe you're just watching, okay. But when you start to put in your shading of a second color, it comes together. So I've got my orangey color, which Color calls bright red. I'm going to finger blend that. And then I'm going to use my Payne's Gray just to start to shading and shadowing. Oh, okay, kitty. How come you got to go to bed so early tonight? Okay, notice the gray now that I'm adding. Okay. Down the edge. Yeah, Maggie, I don't think she's leaving yet. She said she's just watching because then she's got to go to bed. Oh, somebody's coming tomorrow to fix your water heater in the garage, and you got to open the garage door for them. Gotcha. Okay, now I'm going to take this red and go over this yellow. Look how cool that's looking. And then our gold at our top. Again, because of this pattern, it's hard to really make it look like stained glass with the pattern. So we'll just go ahead and make it look more of a solid color. Okay. I'm going to finger blend this a little more. Okay. So up the top here, black Sharpie. My black is a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to go back up to the shade itself and just play with these colors a little more. Remember, we want this to look like stained glass. And that's why we have our different colors. Now, if we really wanted to play with it, you know me. Okay, Maggie, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and divide this up. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Okay. Bigger lantern is now divided up. You'll have to let me know how you like that. So the smaller ones are the solid panes. The larger ones more of a pattern. Okay. Yellow center, we're going to go on this bigger one. I'm going to use the same reds as the other lantern, just because they're similar size. Same little circular pattern here to start. And then I'll go ahead and do that over the yellow as well. But I like to go around it first just so that I can see how that's going to look. And then I'll come in with my other orange, pinkish orange. What is this? This is, well, it's actually called Bright Red, Color 005. And we'll go ahead and start adding our streaks here. Any questions? And then I'll come in with my Payne's Gray. And I'll start playing around with that pattern. Now, you'll wipe out some of your inclusions, but that's okay. We put the inclusions in first and then work the pattern. Any questions? Good night, kitty. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Okay. And then of course our gold. Miss Linda, good night. Okay. Sharpie marker. All right. And then up at the top, we'll add our detail. All right. Welcome back, Amy. Okay, one more lantern. I'm going to do my orange first on this. Before I do the highlight or the yellow of the lantern. And I just want to show you that you can do it either way, is put the yellow first or put the orange, your darker color first. Isn't that pretty? Well, hello, my Linda. Thumb number 10. All right. Hey, Thomas. And then our gold on the top and bottom. We'll put a little circle on the bottom there. And then we'll come in with our little fan of cloth color at the bottom. And don't forget your Payne's Gray on that little fan of color. That'll give us our dimension. Okay. Hey, Lori. And then we'll add our decoration at the bottom. And then up at the top. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of darker orange here. This is where we'll start making and highlighting our inclusions. Remember, stained glass is different colors throughout the piece. Let me pull out. Okay, bright green. Okay, light green. Thomas, I start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, so I'm putting in my base color of green at the moment. Now, I'll get back to coloring the flowers and doing, of course, the stained glass look on these leaves. Oh, Thomas, that's great. What happened? Now, don't forget to turn your pencil. Keeps it sharp. And I want you to notice that this bright green is a different green than what I use for the bamboo. Bamboo. Okay, Mamie, thank you. Let's see. All right. Now, I'm going to go back into the upper right-hand corner here. I could very easily make that 2 leaves, but I'm going to make it a flower. We'll start with our pink, and then we'll come in with our darker red to make the inclusions. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Domino, I'm up here. Dom. Okay, let me pull out again. dark green. All right. Just gonna put a little splotch there. Lori, thank you for helping Thomas. All right. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I've got another leaf there that I missed. Hold on. All right, down to our bottom flower here. Now, it's almost like standard coloring here. where I'm darkening the green, but because we have our dark lines around the object, that obviously tells the viewer that this is stained glass. So when the viewer looks at this piece, let me erase something here. They are going to look at it, as I said, as a stained glass piece. Even though at the moment we're being somewhat conventional in coloring the leaves. All right. Check it out. Yeah, she does, Thomas. She's getting older though, and I think she gets a little confused about where she is. I'd have to look it up, but I think she's about 15 now. Okay, Payne's Gray. Now notice how I'm adding a few inclusions with that Payne's Gray. again, the whole idea is to make that area where we're coloring look flawed. Okay. Let's go down to the bottom flower. Again, I'm putting in somewhat of a speckled look. That's exactly right, Thomas. She always wants to be in the same room that I'm in, including the bathroom. Oh man, this is looking cool. Now, I'm going to remind you that as you're doing something like this, you need to hold on to the vision of what you're doing. And also, you understand that that vision isn't going to come to fruition until you're done with it. This is why you should never, ever, ever, ever judge your piece midway through. All right, I'm going to do a little bit with the sky, not much. And then I'll move on to the fairy. Now, don't be afraid to add your inclusions into your piece. All right. Now, rather than do a sky with the standard blue at the top and the orange and pink at the bottom, I've put a little bit of that on here. But I'm going to work with different colors on this piece for the background. So I'm going to start out with some gold here. And then I'm going to work on that shading for the inclusions. So here I'm going to start adding some darker color with that, with the same pencil. Now, I've got a very large streak across the top here, which I could have broken up into other segments. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave that one color, and specifically I'm going to use this gold that I just put up. Oh, my pencil break. I'm right near the end of my pencil and that tip is trying to break out. Now check out how I'm darkening this area. And I'm going to have to get a different pencil. This one is dyed. I would say that I used pretty much all of it. All right. Different pencil. Oh, let me see what I got here. So now I'm going to switch pencils to a slightly darker color. Oops. Isn't that pretty? Don't forget, of course, to turn your pencil. And then I'm going to come back with a lighter color yet. And in that area that I left a gap open, we'll go ahead and add that. And you want to make sure that your color edges between, or your edges between the two colors are blended so that you have that natural progression of one color into the next. Let me sharpen. And then I'm going to come back in that yellow area with my brown, my gold, and I'm going to add little sweeps of color here. Check it out. Well, hello, Belle. And then I'll use that same color to backtrack. Hold on, got a hand sharpen. And then I'll come back on top of the darker portion of that light gold. All right, let me pull out. Now, again, it's going to look a little wonky. But you need to keep in mind, it's all going to come out in the wash. Belle, tell us something fun. All right. Any questions? And is this coming together more for you now that I've done that large portion across the top? You're riding a horse? Oh, you're telling me something fun. Okay, I thought that was fact. You're diamond painting. Okay, next piece. So I'm making the skirt of our little fairy dancer out of sequins. And I want you to notice that I've gone through and I've put that red streak through here to lead the eye. What do you guys think of the sequins? All right, Mamie, thank you. Belle, I would say yes. Belle is talking about the Krylon fixative. And I would say that it would be a great protective coating. So, having never done it before, because I don't do diamond painting, I would say a qualified yes. For example, when I'm done with the rhinestones on here, well, I may not do that because I don't want to put a matte spray on this. I'll have to think about that. I really like that shine and I don't want to dull it down. Although on the third hand, even though it's matte, it dries clear. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to think about that. Okay, I'm going to do one segment of this on camera, and then I'm going to start working on the rest. And this is for anybody that didn't see me do this before. It doesn't take long, and once you get into the swing of it, it looks really cool. So let me get a few of these puppies out. Oh, there you go. Spray one of yours to see if it dulls it down. Yep. Val, let me know. Okay, so this is a very easy process. And the idea is I'm layering my rhinestones. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean rhinestones, I meant sequins. And the tool that I'm using is a simple straight pin to pick these up and put them on here. And as you can see, the more I did this, the easier it got. Which of course is true with anything. The only bummer of doing this is I have to flip over these individual sequins. Because the one side of it works better. Mamie, will you do me a favor and put the link up for these sequins just in case anybody's interested in getting them? They're pretty cool. Now the other trick to this is making sure I don't cover my black lines, which are in between. That black I added. It is not part of the original picture. Now, when I go to put on the second layer, I need to lay them on top of my first, and also on top of each other. And that's because I want the look to look like they're cascading down like ruffles on a spot. The ruffles have ridges. Thank you, Mamie. Hey, Angela. Well, hello, Helen. Yeah, I would say that this is the dress for Oscars night. Okay, layer number 3. Again, I'm putting them on as I'm layering them this way and I'm layering them this way. Okay. Oh, Helen, that's funny. Tom Cruise. I don't know, though. Tom Cruise is getting a little long in the teeth, I think. Or I should say long in the tooth is the proper comment. Jason Mimosa. There you go. Now, this is very similar to doing diamond painting. So if you do diamond painting, adding these individual sequins shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, I didn't see that handover. How did they do it, Helen? Did they show him leaving Paris on a plane and then landing in Los Angeles? So Tom Cruise parachuted in, motorbiked the flag to a plane, and flew to LA. And then what? Parachuted into LA? Oh, I'm sure it was pre-recorded. And of course, the networks, as you noticed, made a big deal out of Tom Cruise being in the stands. So that, of course, was all planned. Isn't this beautiful? There you go. A woman in the aisle, as he went up to get the flag, tried to snog him. I assume snog means kiss. You'll have to tell us what snog means. Kiss. Okay. That's a British term. More than a kiss. All right. You're welcome, Thomas. Now, I want to point out a couple things about this dress, and then I'm going to move on to the other part of this. As you can see, I went ahead and put this red leading down to the corner because I have red in the corner here. Yeah, it's starting to get a little weight on it, Helen. Now, I could have very easily paralleled that red with my other colors. In other words, having my colors come down. So, for example, all the ones on the right would be blue, and then we might do a green and my red. And the other option that I had was to go ahead and put the colors along the horizontal rows. So I could have done like all red, then all blue, gold, etc. But I chose to do a random pattern. Lori, good night. I chose to do a random pattern, but have my red come down this way. Now, let me show you a little course correction here. Obviously, I decided to do this with the red after I'd put the purple here and the green here. So, somebody tell me how you would fix that. Come on, guys, I know you're smart. How would you fix that? Helen, what I was talking about is that I made this red go all the way down from up here to down to here. And I put these colors in first before I decided to do that. So my question is, how would I fix that? Come on, guys, I know you're smart. There you go, Amy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going, Mamie's thinking, add some red on top. Helen says add a few sequins color to blend. maybe a red marker. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the red sequins on top of the green. Oh, this is going to be thick, but that's okay. We will rock you. So my point being is, if you do what I did, just put your red over the top. And nobody is none the wiser except you guys. So here's my point. If you end up doing something like this, change it up. What do you think? We will rock you. There you go. That's right, my Linda. Oh my gosh. I loved Queen. And of course, you know that one of the songs I'm going to mention on Queen is Fat Bottom Girls, because I am one. All right. Now, when that dries more, I'm going to squish that down a little bit. Hello, Riri. Now, I'm going to run that red all the way up here. And the whole point of this exercise is to get you to realize perfectly okay to do something like this. If I can do it on camera, you can do it in the privacy of your own home. Oh, Helen, that's fantastic. You're working on another book. All right, one more layer. Now, as soon as I'm done with this correction, I'll go to the next part on coloring this. All right, let me pull out so you can see this. You would never know. Okay, one more. Helen, I'm sorry to hear about the issue with your hands. Make a note that one of the symptoms of fibro is weak hands.
Sorry, I can't help you with notes on Apple Watch.
Guys, what do you think of this? Did anybody have any reservations about this piece when I started to add the rhinestones? I did it again. The sequins. Oh, Amy says frame it. For a picture, I would, frame. Gotcha. So again, I'm going on top of the previous layer that I just put in because I want this to cascade down like it's ruffles. Now, again, my Linda, I know that you would have problem with your hands. We talked about this yesterday. You could go ahead and put glitter on this, which we also talked about. This is driving me crazy. You do know that, right? But I love it. Oop. Oh, I got you, Riri. Yep. It really is a beautiful piece. All right. Next layer. Now, I know that none of you have this book, but that's not the point, because as I'm demonstrating a technique in anything that I'm coloring, even if you don't have the book, you can think about using the technique elsewhere. Done. All right. Let me pull out. Now what do you think? So now this red is cascading down all the way to the bottom. And that's the look that I wanted. Okay, Emily, thank you. All right, let me just close my little baggie of red here. Oh, there you go, Helen. That's absolutely right. You could do an image with your pencil shavings. Isn't that cool? I'm just putting this on very roughly so you can see. But that means you would have to plan ahead. And for those of you that have electric sharpeners, you would need to go to hand sharpening. Okay. Now I'm just mushing this down a little bit. How do you like the line of red through the dress? And that's right, for those of you that don't have these sequins, glitter would be perfect. All right. Now, speaking of glitter, a couple of the sequins that I picked, unfortunately, were pastel. And I don't like the look. It's the pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my iridescent glitter. And I'm going to dab it on top. Yay! Much better. So here's my other pink. Look at the difference. That's right, Helen. It's a flamingo dress, basically. You're right. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I know what you meant, Helen. That's fine. Oh, you meant a flamenco dress for the shavings. Gotcha. Hold on, I gotta jot something down here. Oh, you're right. We can say that we don't waste. Okay. So I'm going to move up and I'm going to start the hair. Now, before I do that, and while I'm thinking about it, remember how I added a little extra color for the bend in the arm? I did it on the one, didn't do it on the other. Now, obviously the arms are elongated, so we're going to have to do a guess and by gosh. And we'll put that in there. Okay. Helen, I think that you're thinking about the Paris Olympics where the big thing was conservation. Okay. Now, as you look at this, you can see that the hair is actually the branches of the tree. So I'm going to start out with a gold. Goldish brown. So Helen, I've got a question for you. In the UK, is recycling a big thing? And then I'm going to come back with a medium brown. Yeah, and that recycling is by law, isn't it? Okay, here's our medium brown. Notice that I'm going to come back with my light brown. Oh, Thomas, that fall detection is absolutely perfect. I have it on my watch as well. Now, notice that I used my lighter color here and then went over it with my medium brown. So I've already created a third color. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, Thomas, let me show you what I have on my watch. So, this is my power left on my watch. And of course the time. And then I have my calendar, the day, the month, and then weeks, the week. That comes together on this. And then I've got my temperature, 69 now, 81 the high, 58 the low. And then I have messages, and I have phone. So in an emergency, if I don't have my phone with me, I can call off of my watch. So my watch really helps me. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. You're telling her about the fall detection. She said, let me push you out of your chair to see if it works. Yeah, I accidentally whacked my watch one day against the door frame, and it started to do the countdown for emergency services. Okay, there's my dark. Actually, my medium brown. We'll add that light to it and blend it in. Okay. And by the way, for anybody, if you accidentally dial 911 and they answer, don't just hang up. Tell them it was an accidental call. Because if you just hang up, they're going to use your number to find out where you are and come and check on you. I haven't had that happen, but I told them I was fine. I said, absolutely, I'm fine. So we were in good shape. Okay. Now I'm going to start to run the dark up the tree. So now I'm going to go with a darker color yet. Hold on, gotta make some more shavings. Oh yeah, Maggie, that's cool. Allie did that with an old phone. They came, knocked on the door. They were very understanding, gave her some stickers and a fidget. Emily, yes, it is the same book. Okay, now notice I'm using my darker pencil. And we'll go ahead and go around and make that darker as well. You're welcome, Emily. This book is perfect for me to do a couple of small projects and show you the things like the feathers and the sequins. See, I didn't say rhinestones. Actually, the 911 operator, I think that this was around the holidays, told me that they get a lot of inadvertent calls from people that have new watches. Yeah, Thomas, that's what fall detect is. Is that if you toggle on fall detect, it will automatically call emergency services. Okay. One more little bit. And then I'll be calling it an evening. Now, you may be wondering why I'm making these tendrils the darker color. And that's because I want them to be more tree-like. That's the whole thing with this. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. What do you guys think? I'm even going to take my slightly darker brown and edge around where this hair crosses. Okay, guys, calling it an evening. Guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching It All Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I'll be here tomorrow night, same time, same place. Hope you had fun and learned something. I have 3 requests from you. Please be sure to hit that like button. That's important to me. I know a lot of you hit it starting out. Thank you. Please share this broadcast to your timeline. Even I know all your friends don't adult color, but at least it'll be there. And also, if you color any one of my images out of one of my books, please share that to some of the groups that you belong to. And the first piece we worked on, this is our piece for the stained glass. And I'm showing you how to take any picture that you have and basically turn it into a stained glass window. And when you do that, you got to really think about what you're doing. Okay, guys. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Have a great rest of the evening. I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we'll see what else kind of trouble we can get into. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.